Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Dawson County Board of Commissioners work session today is Thursday, October the 2nd, 2025. Appreciate all of you that are with us in attendance, as well as those that are with us online. Commissioner Bruce is with us. She's on the call-in, so say hey to Miss Alexa. And we'll get right into the new business of the day. First up, we have recognition of Safety Art Contest winner, Human Resources Director, Christy Finley. Christy.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Commissioners. Thank you so much for having us here today. We are very excited. This was for Dawson County Human Resources and Risk Management. This is going to be our first annual Safety Art Contest. And we opened up this program as an encouragement to really cultivate more awareness and involvement in safety for not only the home, but also the workplace. So this program was designed for youth ages 2 to 18, and the only other requirement was that they did need to be related to a Dawson County employee. So as you can see here on our board, we had a lot of wonderful submissions. We had 8 in all, and we are here tonight to recognize those that participated. I am going to ask, as I call their names, if y'all don't mind, if you will come up to the front, because I would like to request, if possible, a photo to share with them to recognize their honors. So we have Mary Stewart and Morgan Stewart, who are the daughters of Delane Stewart, who have shared services. We have Easton Webb and Wyatt Webb, sons of Tessa Webb of Public Works. Hollis Carmichael, son of Chrissy Loden, Community Development. Reese Cloud, daughter of Kristen Cloud, County Administration, and Paul Cloud, Emergency Services. Katie Pass, daughter of Dallas Pass of IT. Lane Brookshire, son of Nicole Brookshire, our tax commissioner. And we also had Collins Kruger, which is the granddaughter of Angie Chester of Human Resources, but unfortunately she could not be with us tonight. You can go with him. So all of our participants, since this is our kickoff year and we felt like we had such a great response, we really wanted to recognize you all and just show our appreciation and encourage all to participate again next year, and also to encourage your friends and family that are related with us here to participate. So for each of you, we have a little recognition, and then we also have a $50 gift card for your participation. Now, as an addition to this, we also asked an executive panel to vote on our wonderful projects here, and the vote was done with the projects being anonymous. So they didn't know who they were voting for, they just judged by what they saw. And we asked them to do 2 things for us: choose a piece of artwork for best art and design, and another piece that represented best safety theme. And we are proud to announce that Mary Stewart's Call 911 design won for best safety theme, and Wyatt Webb, your art piece on house fire, won for best art and design. Just as a small extra recognition for being the best in show, we got you an extra $100 gift card. So y'all can use those to help maybe buy more art supplies and do even more art projects in the upcoming years. Thank you so much. And we want to thank everyone who participated in our judges panel as well. So if y'all will come on around. Sir, please join us.
Yes, perfect.
The littler ones are staying here in front.
I don't know if he'll make it. We'll see.
Just hold them.
There you go.
All right. All right, let's get a photo.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I was like, we need people to squeeze in, unless you want a photo from like back on the wall.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
One,
Yeah, it's like, there we go. We'll just both stand closer.
let's see, HD. So.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome to stay if you would like, but if you want to leave, we'll give you a minute to do so.
This stuff's boring anyways. I'd leave if I could.
Okay. Next up, we have presentation of scope of work amendment requests, repurpose renovations of public health facility, County Manager Joy Leverett and Purchasing Manager Melissa Hawk.
Good afternoon, Chairman and
Is that on?
Commissioners. I think it's on.
Okay.
It's green,
All right.
just, I guess, speaking a little low. So as we all know, the county had applied for a community block development grant in April this year. And in July of this year, the board approved a contract to Pencor to repurpose the renovations to the building that the county is now leasing to house a new public health facility. And the award also contained all the requirements for that grant. And since that award, we have disappointedly learned that we did not get the grant. But the good news on this is that we will be able to take out all of the CDBG requirements, which will lower the cost. And hopefully today, y'all will allow us to go forward and do the other two sides for Phase 2 and Phase 3. So the current contract for Phase 1 for the public health side, as we said, we're hoping that we'll be able to do Phase 2 and Phase 3. Phase 2 is the environmental health portion, and Phase 3 is the treatment court. Some of that scope of work, as you can see here, is to include the demolition of the interior, the mechanical and structure modifications for design, and the square feet for each department is shown here, and some of that is also including some of the shared space. So this is kind of hard to see. It's a little bit light, but right now we're contracted to do only the blue. And again, we're hoping, with your permission, that we'll be able to go ahead and do the pink and green as well simultaneously so that we can save some money. So in preparation for today's meetings, all of us that's involved with the project met many times to try to amend the pricing. And we removed the CDBG requirements and value engineering for some of the design that was in there previously. We've been able to save $482,758 just on the public health department side. And as you see here, some of these things that were value engineered, as well as those here on this particular slide as well. I do want to say, though, back over here on this, the HVAC and the low voltage has been taken out of the Pencor contract. We will be doing those in-house, so obviously there will be some costs, but there were well over close to $200,000 taken out of their costs and doing it elsewise. The low voltage is going to be performed by a preferred vendor from the section, sorry about that, District 2 Public Health. Also, during the preparation for this meeting, we have met many times again, as we said, for Phase 2 and Phase 3, so that we could get pricing, which is, if you remember back in July, we told you that we would like to come back to you with some pricing from Pencor to do those two sides. We went ahead and did that since we were going to have to come back and let everybody know we didn't get the grant. And we are here now to tell you that we have been able to value engineering those two sides down, and we have a savings of $260,085. The renovations for that side is $804,783. The total renovation Value engineering and the CDBG cost savings that have seen for that is $742,843. This particular side here is just a summary of the amendment that we're going to ask for the current contract with Pencor. And one of the other things that we're going to ask for in addition for the amendment is that we're asking that our currently county-controlled contingency be dropped from 10% to 5%. And with that being said, staff respectfully requests the board to accept the amended scope received by Pencor, increase the contract amount from $1,783,353 to $2,109,378. We lowered the contract control contingency to 5%, which that amount would be $105,469, utilizing SPOS funds, 7 funds. And that's all I have for you.
Questions for Melissa? And we did find out that we did do the research that we could use the splosh funds that we have for all 3 phases, and that would fall within the legal boundaries. And it gets all 3 of them done and up and running, and they did a pretty good job. I mean, if you figure if you look at all 3 phases, they saved $700, or what would have been $700,000 had we had to follow CBDG grant guidelines. So we almost made up the $1 million, but not quite,
That's right.
but close.
And the contract difference for what we have already awarded to them for just the Phase 1 side, which is public health, is just a little more than $322,000 that would be added to the contract
Yeah.
with all the changes that were made.
Any other questions for Melissa or Joey? Either one? Anything to add?
Mr. Chairman, I do ask if possible, if we could move this item, if successful, move it forward tonight. The contractor has been,
Yes.
has worked with us very closely on these value engineering items, many hours working through this. We appreciate them working with us. As the demolition is occurring currently, they're waiting on us,
Yes.
you know, to move forward on some of the demolition in the other parts of the building. So for sake of timing, I would ask that it be moved forward tonight. And just one other point, all the remodeling costs, including the furnishings, all this construction, commercial project, we're right at $168 a square foot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And that's not including the $300,000 we got from the state that's for furniture and fixings.
It's including those costs, but not that funding source.
Yes.
Right.
If you had the 300,
So we'd have $2.8
it
million.
would still be around 168 square foot.
Yep, okay. Sounds good. Y'all good with moving ahead so we can move on? Shake your head, come on. Oh, boy.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, county manager report, Joey.
Thank you, sir. Just a couple of items. Reminder for the board and employees that we're having a mini fall health fair tomorrow. It'll be held in the lower parking lot here at the courthouse between 11 to 2, is that right? Or just start earlier than that? 11 to 2, which is tomorrow, Friday, October the 3rd. And we encourage all employees to come to that event. We have several vendors there, and also we're having a blood drive. That's also available that day. Also, I want to take a moment to introduce a new employee. A couple of you have had the opportunity to meet her, but Hannah, will you stand up for us? You don't have to come up. We won't make you come up here. We will make you stand up. Hannah joined us a week or 2 ago. She is going to be our purchasing manager, our new purchasing manager. Many of you are aware that Ms. Hawk plans to retire at the end of the year and transition to retirement. Lucky her. And we decided it was in the county's best interest to overfill that position for a few months so Hannah could train. And we're just overly delighted that she's here. She's jumped right in the first few weeks and soaking up as much as she can. And Melissa's doing a great job of letting her be her wing woman, I almost said wing man, these next few months. But Hannah's is a resident of Forsyth County, but she's very familiar with Dawson County and has worked in the purchasing world before and brings some experience. And we're just, again, delighted she's here, and I wanted to recognize her tonight. And with
Good to
that-
have you.
You got big shoes to fill.
Yes.
Well, that's all I have, sir.
Questions for the county manager? County attorney report, Ms. Davis.
No public report, sir, but we do have a need for an executive session for personnel and litigation. No land use.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for personnel and litigation. So moved by Commissioner Gaines, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote.
Aye.
And that is approved 4-0. All right, we'll meet in the back, and then we'll be back at 6 o'clock. Thank you for your attendance.